talk about the search for the new Chief Justice. This is how the timetables looks like, and Justice Matthews Nduma was the first today. Tomorrow it will be Fred Ngatia, Senior Counsel. Justice William Ouko will follow on Wednesday, Dr. Wekesa Moni on Thursday, and Miss Alice Yano. So the search for the next Chief Justice of the country entered its second week, where 5 shortlisted candidates will appear before the Judicial Service Commission vetting panel. Monday saw Employment and Labor Relations Court presiding Judge Nduma Nderi plead his case, where he vowed to resolve the stalemate over the appointment of the 41 judges. Chemutai Goin has more.
Boasting of an aggregate 31 years in the legal profession, Justice Nduma Nderi told the vetting panel he possessed the magic bullet to steer the judiciary to greater heights.
Tell us why you are the best qualified candidate to be our next CJ.
As a Chief Justice, I want to have a blueprint consolidating judiciary transformation.
His topmost priority, besides sourcing for funds to train judges and magistrates to ensure effective delivery of their function, was to boost the numbers by ending the strained relations between the executive and the judiciary over the appointment of 41 judges.
Judiciary authority is delegated to us by the people.
And with the controversy surrounding the creation of the Office of the Judiciary Ombudsman continuing to feature prominently in the interviews, the Commission sought to know how Nderi, if approved, would protect the independence of the third arm of government.
They have said, in fact, the Judicial Service Commission is not doing enough to discipline judges. How, if that is the thing on your table, how would you deal with it?
The judiciary are independent institutions. Must be free from direction and control from anybody. And that is a constitutional edict we gave to ourselves.
While the 2017 Supreme Court decision nullifying President Uhuru Kenyatta's victory was hailed as historic, to Justice Nderi, a comparison between the Maraga decision and his predecessor Willy Mutunga displayed disparities.
What would my lord say has been the success or lack of it in the manner the court has handled the last 3 presidential election petitions?
My issue is that there is uncertainty in the law of resolving presidential elections arising from those 2 landmark decisions.
Can you tell us 2 disparities or uncertainties that is apparent in your view from those 2 judgments?
The interpretation of Section 83 of the Elections Act and its impact on the election process, whether one who wants elections to be nullified need to show that there was a violation of law and constitution, and that only suffices to nullify an election. Or they must go ahead and show that those contraventions in the law and the Constitution did in fact impact the actual votes.
The judge, who prides himself in expertise in resolving labor disputes, holding on to his belief that the rulings he delivered were just. He also vowed to ensure stagnated cases in the Environment and Land Court and also the Commercial Division were expedited to restore investor confidence. The vetting panel will on Tuesday play host to veteran lawyer Fred Ngatia, who will defend his bid to be Kenya's 3rd Chief Justice under the new constitution, as jostling for the influential position picks up pace. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV.